So there's more Infinity Nikki drama. I feel like Infinity Nikki is just the gift that keeps on giving. And like I covered the furniture housing debacle, how the prices were exorbitant and you needed to purchase multiple copies to place down multiple instances of the actual furniture, that whole mess. But there were people claiming, no, you know what? This update is going to be so freaking good. Once it comes out, y'all just wait, okay? If they're going to absolutely kill it, just trust. Just trust. And then their subreddit, because right now it is the 4th of September. This might change by the time this VOD ultimately ends up getting posted, but it is the 4th of September and their subreddit is on fire. The new housing update is even more disappointing than I expected. This is going to be fun. This is going to be very fun. The most important thing of the update is the housing, which even Mrs. Stix was actually interested in. She hasn't played since 1.5 with Sea of Stars, but she was definitely interested in trying the housing out at the very least. It's a mess. You have tons of options, but at the same time, everything is locked and imagine time gating a new feature. Like imagine time gating player housing. That was the, one of the decisions of all time, right? Getting furniture is unbelievably expensive. When you finally have it, you can't even dye it in the right color since you need to craft 30 whole buckets of paint. Wow. For reference, I've been farming for 2 days now and I got 7 paint buckets. If you accidentally tap on another item, you delete the whole ground your house is standing on. Oh my god. Okay, sure. I tried to I want to move the flower bed. I didn't know what I did, but the floor came out. I don't know how to fix or reset this. I haven't found an island preset to reset it since I haven't changed anything. Oh my, they deleted the entire foundation of their house and they're fucked. Okay, brilliant. Typical infold quality chat. You can only live 39 minutes in your new house. No, get out. It's a lot like real life. Time gating is insane. You can only play it for 10 minutes each day. What do you mean you can only play it for 10 minutes? The controls are also pretty bad and everything is really clunky. The worst thing, we don't even have an undo button. That is rough. Like, dude, what? I feel like that's a necessity in a game that allows, or in a feature that allows for you to like highly customize something. If you screwed up, you just have to revert everything back. Here's some posts of people complaining about it. They might be a bit long. What the I think I played for 3 hours yesterday in Tesla Waters, and oh my god, I started to lose my mind. The 999 furniture is immediately ready to use. I don't even know what they meant by that. Everything in the base house plus the plants, I guess, which is definitely a choice of words. The astrolite system, 60 per hour more as you level up. Blueprint materials are materials you have to make yourself, which is really annoying. Leveling up to 100 XP points daily. Leveling up is fully going to take weeks, which means you don't get the full construction abilities. You have to unlock your construction abilities over a several week period. What the fuck? And then they're saying Genshin's teapot housing system is a lot better. What kind of monstrosity is that? That looks sick. I mean, oh my god. Okay, sure. Here's another one. Time gate hell. And can it be fixed? I genuinely want to hear the reasoning for all the decisions about housing. The average player and even players used to grinding cannot find this fun. Get thrown into confusing rapid fire tutorial that has many new menus. Okay, yeah, I hate convoluted messes like that. Construction takes forever and so many resources. Everything needs the basic flowers to make, but flowers cost 100 astrolite per seed to grow. You get astrolite from selling things, but you need to make them in order to sell. What kind of ridiculous cycle is that? That is insane. So you need flowers to craft, right? But the flowers cost astrolite to grow. You get astrolite from selling things, but you need to make the things in order to sell them. And to make them, you need the astrolite to... Wow. Yeah, I mean, the fact that... The fact that that's a real thing, like that someone sat there and thought to themselves, this is acceptable and okay to ship. Holy crap. Dude. The overall quality of the game worsens. It can get worse. Craft to sell, to buy things, to sell things, to craft things. Yeah. It's just a repetitious cycle of needing the other thing to do the thing. 2 to 3 new paid store outfits have issues. One of them doesn't properly dye. Okay. You have to use rare currency for dyeing as well. I do remember that, yeah. The other one is even worse. You have to see for yourselves here. Okay. Really just stop caring about the texture as soon as it gets hidden under the jacket. Wow. So, oh my god. So, chat, this is the part you see, all right? This is the part you see underneath the jacket for the outfit, okay? This part here, it's fully three-dimensional, right? It comes off the outfit, right? The bit that is hidden underneath the jacket normally is completely flat. There's no texture. It's not three-dimensional at all and is a part of the shirt itself. You go from fully three-dimensional to two-dimensional. An actual real object that comes off the skin and outfit to something flat and a part of the outfit. This is where the millions of dollars players spend monthly is going. Before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. They need to stop playing this shit. They do, but they don't. The players just don't. I don't know how they continue to like think that that's acceptable. There are other minor details that you don't immediately notice when playing, but that scream low quality once you do notice them, like this one. Okay. The new fish tanks don't have any water physics. Very high quality. Very, very high quality. Yeah, they couldn't just import the water physics from the normal water in their game. Is that a difficult thing to do? You call it optimization? There you go. Yeah, that's one way of justifying it. What about the hyped Stardew Valley collab? Well, the trailer for the collab was longer than the collab in-game itself. What do you mean? Longer than the collab itself? As Junimo appears, we show him our farming field. He plays us a song and gives us a gift, and then poof, he disappears. It's literally it. Literally showed up in Mirrorland with no explanation, said gotta go babes. A lot shorter than I thought it'd be. Wait, so you mean to tell me there is a collab worse than the Honkai Star Rail Fate Stay Night collab? Wow, that's impressive. Just flat plain with shader slapped on top of it. Other outfits don't just suddenly lose texture under jackets. It never happened before, and that item was a paid item. It's worse than the Honkai Star Rail Fate collab, right? And the usual bugs without end. For us Nikki players, it's already a completely normal thing, especially since a disastrous 1.5 patch, but I thought it would still be fun to share some posts about the funny bugs I found. All right. It's not funny anymore. There are legions of them, and my laptop is in trouble. The best part of all this, though, is the weird-ass fucking floating head up there. That is horrifying. Oh my god. You did it. You finally beat the game and found the Infinite Nikki's. Roll credits! Roll credits! We found the Infinity Nikki's! Oh my god. Okay. Yes, this table that is simple and round. Yes, we would very much so love to craft that simple round wooden table. Yes, that simple round wooden table is probably very easy to eat dinner off of, chat. Definitely. Yes, you could just like, there's so many options for food placement on that simple round wooden table. The worst collab at Honkai Star Rail is not closely as bad as the Rise of Zero Dawn Genshin collab. Whoa, dude, I forgot all about that one. Oh man, okay. What else? I know you've heard of Momo Longlegs. I mean, you know, I don't want to make fun of her because she is technically disabled. She lost her hands, right? Isn't that a piano? No, it was a simple round wooden table. I don't know how she lost her hands. Probably all the dress crafting. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so cursed. Edward Scissorhands? Yeah, but without the scissor hands, it's just Edward long fucking arms. Oh my god, it's so creepy, dude. What? Wacky inflatable arm tube guy. It feels like since 1.5, Infalt is committed to ruining the game for players. Couldn't help but think to myself, fork found in kitchen when I read the title. Their commitment to ruining this game is astounding. That is the title of the video. That right there, thank you so much, Insomniac Pikmin. That is the title for this Infinity Nikki video. Their commitment to ruining this game is astounding. This won't stop them from making millions every month because their sheeps are too dumb to keep their wallet away and fight for their benefits. I have tried so hard, genuinely so hard, to help the community in like every way I can, but there are so many people that just defend it. Like, there are people that come into every video I do, and they're like, dude, stop covering this. We're all okay with it. Like, we're happy with the state of the game. And I'm like, I don't think you are. Like, I don't think y'all are. I think there are lots of people that are upset. They're like, no, just leave. Nobody wants any, like, the content creators don't want to cover it. The players don't want people to cover it. We just want to enjoy our game. And it's like, y'all could enjoy your game if it were a lot better. And it could be a lot better if y'all just let people help you by being a voice of reason. But like, they want to exist in this little bubble where they think everything is okay while the house is on fire. You know what I mean? The person is happy. Yeah. But like, there are numerous people that come in every time and they criticize me. They're like, no, and they for whatever reason seem to think that they could speak for the overwhelming majority. Some Infinity Nikki players just want to suffer. It's unreal. It's like Genshin players, like, all over again. They're like, yeah, the game is in a great state when it's not, you know? It was like when Nikki was having an issue with the Chinese features that they were getting, but global wasn't. In Chinese, Nikki players were like, it's fine. They can get all the quality of life improvements we've been wanting for years. Don't worry about it. It's like, no. And I created videos on it. They got like 40,000 views. There were other content creators that covered it. And you know what happened? The Nikki devs decided to implement a lot of the changes into future builds of the game, and Nikki players got what they wanted. Infinity Nikki players, and content creators don't really want to discuss this, and they just want to let the game fade into obscurity and die. It's silly. You know, the game was infinitely better at the time of release than it is now. No, Infinity Nikki was incredible. Like, genuinely. It was so good. Mrs. Stix loved it to death. That was probably her favorite gacha game for months. Yeah, then I went to shit. Congratulations. Never saw a game actually going toward degradation. But you know what? I'm still gonna keep trying. I may get shit for trying to be a voice of reason and for trying to cover things and trying to help things be, improve, but like, they may criticize me for that, but I'm still gonna try. It's the least I can do, right? No one else is. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.